Hey, it's Michael Anthony here, and you are watching Sally Steele Rocks show, and she does.
Hey, it's Sally Steele, and we are here with the legend himself, Mr. Michael Anthony. So nice to see you again when you come to Vegas.
Sally, yeah, it's always great. I love Vegas. I own a little piece of property. I've got a kind of a resident out here part-time, yeah.
You're my neighbor, and I didn't even know it.
Yeah, well, it's not really a home. We have an RV, and so we have a place, a resort that we bought. So we spend a lot of time out here now.
Hit the road with Michael Anthony. That's you and Ozzy get a show going here. But I haven't got to talk to you in a while. I want to talk about some serious things, and also you're here for your new hot sauce at Carrie Kelly's Aces and Ale. We're going to talk about that, and basically, really quick. We've only got a few minutes. I know that before Eddie passed, that Sammy and him made up. There were pictures of him together. Did you get a chance to talk to Eddie before he passed?
No, unfortunately, Eddie and I never had a chance to really, settle any differences that we had in the past or whatever. But at the end of 2023 here, WolfGang, he played the House of Blues out here, and I went to the show as his guest, and we sat and talked, and there was a lot of closure for me there. Valerie was there. So it was a great night, besides the fact that, Wolf is a great guy, great musician, his band kicks ass. But, so at least we were able to do that.
Awesome. The guy who took your job, you're friends now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we've always been friends. I mean, I think in Wolfie's mind, and Eddie, he wanted to play with his son. The way I kind of feel is that WolfGang probably wasn't excited really about being in VanHalen. That's why his band, he doesn't play any VanHalen, because he wants to carve out his own niche, But, just to be able to get up and play with his father, I can totally understand that. But no, I love Wolfie, man. I hadn't seen him in like 20 years. And I went to the show. It was great. We had a great time, great hangout.
Oh, that's so great to hear. Now, in those days, did you see that coming? Like, this guy's Eddie's grooming him for my job. Did you ever see that? No,
I didn't see him like grooming him for my job. But because he played drums. That was his first instrument that he played, and then he knew a couple chords on guitar. Because in 2004, when we did the Van Halen reunion tour, Wolfie came out and actually strummed a couple chords with him at some of the shows. But being Eddie Van Halen's kid, you're gonna learn. You're gonna be a multi-instrumental person anyway.
Do you have a favorite memory with Eddie?
No, not one in particular that I could recall. But I mean, it was just great times when the drama wasn't happening. It was always great times. Like when Dave was in the band, we had. We did a lot of groundbreaking things, I think, and then with Sammy in the band, we had good times too. So I think, just in general, I just think the shows were great. It's just four brothers.
When you got in Van Halen at first, did you think that the band was going to be as big as it was?
I knew the band was special. Eddie was a great guitar player. Out of all the guitar players I knew in the area. And, but, we knew we wanted to be big. Everybody dreams of that. But, we knew we had something special. In fact, when we would rehearse, we used to rehearse in a little garage in Pasadena. And sometimes we'd go on a break, and there would be a couple of Eddie's guitar buddies. They'd be sitting there listening at the door. Whenever Ed started doing his tapping stuff, we'd play a local show. Dave would say, Ed, turn your back to the audience when you do that because you don't want anybody stealing that stuff. So it was pretty interesting. We knew he had something special.
Well, they wouldn't be able to copy it anyway, not what Eddie did.
No, I mean, eventually everybody's doing it now, But, I didn't know that we would become as big as we were, but I knew that, I was playing music with three other guys that were into it as much as me, and they felt the same way about me. And so, we figured if we stuck to it long enough, we had to make something happen.
What are you most proud of in your career?
In my career? Probably our induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, even though it was kind of bittersweet because Sammy and I were the only two that showed up from the band for the induction. and we weren't even in the band at the time. So that was kind of, I mean, Eddie was going through his struggles. I think he was in a rehab at that point. But I remember turning to Sammy during the show. I don't know, I forget who was on stage playing, and I said, Sammy, if we were all here and got along, we would have kicked ass. I mean, it would have been an induction ceremony nobody would have forgotten. But I think probably that being inducted, because that's something that, you know, will be remembered forever now.
Well, you've got a lot of business ventures, and you're here promoting. You don't have a bottle of your salsa here.
Yeah, they've got it here somewhere. I don't have one with me, but yeah, I've been doing this hot sauce since like 2002, and you know, it's something fun to do. Kerry Kelly's a good buddy, you know, plays guitar in Night Ranger, and we did a couple of private shows for the Palms Resort, and I'm here in town, and so we figured, hey, let's just do like kind of a little hangout, meet and greet type of thing, and, you know, sell some of my stuff. It's, you know, help promote his restaurant here.
And, you know, Sally Steele's going to be here bugging you for pictures.
Yeah, Sally Steele's always here. If it's Vegas, Sally's here.
Is that your, I know you're into cars, is that your red Corvette parked out front?
No, I wish it was. I saw it when we came into the parking lot. No, I actually drove my daughter, my son-in-law, and my wife here, and I have a Jeep Rubicon out there. And I'm the star of this whole thing, and I got to chauffeur them here.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, you are a star. We're so glad to have you back in Sin City, and it's always so nice to see you. And I love you so much.
Thank you, Sam. Okay. It's always good to be here in Vegas.
Thank you so much. Sally Steele here at Aces and Ales with Michael Anthony. Thank you very much.
Okay, see you. Oh, Sal, you gotta get that right. Okay.
Doogie, you're with Doogie. Yeah. Right? Okay, there you go. Yeah. Turn around, take a picture.